After his painful divorce, a single dad thought his life was over, until his powerful, mysterious boss whispered, "Be my husband." What happened next changed everything. Betrayal, hidden debts, and crushing failures pushed him to the edge, but with her unwavering faith, he discovered courage, love, and resilience he never knew he had. Watch as his journey from heartbreak to billionaire success unfolds, revealing a life-changing lesson you cannot afford to miss. Before we dive into this incredible story, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss our powerful, life-changing videos that inspire, motivate, and transform your life. I sat alone in my tiny apartment, the echoes of my divorce still clawing at my chest. Every night, I worked 2 jobs, barely keeping the lights on, while my son's laughter reminded me of the life I had lost. She walked into my office that day, calm, radiant, and unshakably confident. Her voice trembled only slightly when she whispered, "Be my husband." I froze, stunned, unsure how to respond. Years of failure, betrayal, and exhaustion had taught me distrust. Yet, she saw the man I could become, not the one I was. Her patience became my anchor. Her wisdom became my compass. She pushed me to take risks, to dream again, to face humiliation with courage. I failed more times than I succeeded, but she never wavered. Every tear I shed, every sleepless night, every shattering defeat became fuel. And slowly, brick by brick, we built a life that seemed impossible. But just when hope began to bloom, a secret surfaced that threatened to undo everything we had fought for. The secret hit me like a punch to the stomach. A whisper from my past, a betrayal I thought I had buried, resurfaced in the form of a phone call. My heart raced, my hands trembled, and for a moment, I wanted to run. She stood beside me, sensing the storm before I could speak. Her eyes held no judgment, only unwavering belief. "I will not let the past define you," she said softly. Her words cut through the chaos, grounding me. I realized that courage was not the absence of fear, but moving forward despite it. We faced every obstacle together, sleepless nights filled with planning, tears, and laughter. Each failure became a lesson, each sacrifice a stepping stone. Slowly, the company I had nearly lost to debt and doubt began to thrive. Every handshake, every contract, every sleepless hour reminded me that love and trust could rebuild even broken lives. And yet, just as victory seemed close, the shadows of doubt crept back, testing the strength of everything we had built. The shadow arrived in the form of a harsh accusation from a business partner I once trusted. They claimed I had cheated, lied, and used their goodwill to climb the ladder. My stomach turned. The fear of losing everything clawed at me. I looked at her, my partner, my anchor, and saw not fear, but quiet determination. She grabbed my hand and said, "Truth has power, and we will face it together." We spent nights poring over contracts, emails, and records, chasing clarity through the fog of doubt. Her belief in me never wavered, even when mine faltered. I realized that love was not comfort alone, it was courage, sacrifice, and relentless support. With each step, my confidence returned, tempered by humility. I confronted the betrayal, standing tall in front of those who doubted me. The truth, once hidden, began to shine. Success started not as wealth, but as respect earned through honesty and resilience. Yet, just as we tasted the first glimpse of triumph, an unexpected letter arrived, threatening to unravel everything we had fought for. The envelope shook in my hands, as if it carried the weight of my entire life. Inside, a single sheet of paper threatened everything we had built, a lawsuit, hidden debts, and whispers of betrayal I had never imagined. I felt my chest tighten. Panic rose, but her presence beside me was steady, grounding. She pressed her palm to mine and whispered, "We will turn this storm into a bridge." Her calm resolve became my fuel. I spent sleepless nights dissecting every detail, every number, every hidden clause. Every failure, every tear, every past mistake now sharpened my mind. I worked harder than ever, fueled not by fear, but by love and the desire to protect what we had created together. Slowly, the chaos began to unravel, revealing opportunities hidden beneath the threats. For the first time, I understood that struggle was not an enemy, but a teacher. Victory began to taste sweeter because it was earned through pain, persistence, and unwavering trust. And just when hope seemed solid, a new challenge emerged, more personal and dangerous than anything we had faced. The challenge came not from business, but from my own heart. Old fears, old doubts, and memories of failure crept in like shadows. I questioned every choice I had made, every risk I had taken. She saw it, the hesitation, the self-doubt, the fear of losing everything again. Her eyes, calm yet fierce, met mine. "Do you trust yourself?" she asked softly. I did not answer immediately. I remembered the nights I worked while the world slept, the tears shed alone, the sacrifices my son and I had endured. I remembered her unwavering faith, the gentle push to rise when I wanted to fall. It hit me, success was not wealth or fame, but courage, love, and resilience. I embraced the fear, letting it fuel my next move instead of paralyzing me. Together, we faced the final obstacle, a deal that could make or break us forever. The room was silent, tension thick, hearts pounding, as I prepared to take the leap that would define my life. I stepped into the boardroom, palms sweaty, heart hammering. Every eye was on me, every doubt I had ever carried reflected in their stares. She stood behind me, a quiet pillar of strength, her hand brushing mine in reassurance. I spoke with trembling words at first, then with conviction that grew with every sentence. I laid bare the truth, every failure, every risk, every lesson learned in fire and sweat. Some faces hardened. Some softened. And then, a pause, long, unbearable, and finally, nods. The deal was accepted, not because I had hidden weakness, but because I had faced it. Relief crashed over me, tears threatening as I looked at her. She smiled, not with pride, but with love that carried a lifetime of quiet sacrifices. For the first time, I saw the full measure of our journey, pain, struggle, and unwavering faith converging into triumph. Yet, as I exhaled, a message arrived on my phone, simple and stark: "Meet me tonight." Everything changes. My chest tightened. I knew the real test, the one that would define everything, was just beginning. I arrived at the meeting, heart pounding, but no longer with fear, only clarity. The person waiting was a rival from the past, someone who had once tried to break me. I faced them with honesty, humility, and confidence born from every trial I had endured. We spoke, negotiated, and for the first time, I realized that true power is not dominance, but integrity. When I returned home, she embraced me, and I held my son close, feeling a peace I had never known. We had not only survived betrayal, failure, and doubt, we had grown stronger, wiser, and kinder. I understood that wealth could never measure the victories of courage, love, and perseverance. Life's greatest triumph is rising after every fall, with someone who believes in you when you cannot believe in yourself. Every tear, every sleepless night, every sacrifice had carved the path to this moment. And as I looked at them both, I knew, the greatest success is not in fortune, but in the love, trust, and resilience we carry through every storm. Moral, true success comes not from avoiding struggles, but from facing them with courage, love, and unwavering faith.